Hey guys, I am in front of the Astronaut Wall of Fame at Meteor Crater, and I haven't been out to the crater yet. However, I'm headed out there soon. There's also a little museum and a rock shop, and I'm excited to go explore it all. Okay, we're here. Check it out. Ready? Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take some pictures. Look, they have all these little telescopes, little spotting scopes that are pointed in directions to show you exactly what you're going to look at with them. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm reading up about this place in the brochure. It says that this happened 50,000 years ago. It's pretty old. And the NASA Apollo astronauts used this as a training site. There's lots of trails here, so I'm going to continue on. Look, you can see one of the guided tours up there. You can see the people right there. They are looking out over onto the meteor, which is huge. So I don't normally bring a whole lot of stuff when I'm out adventuring. I certainly don't normally bring my giant 70-200 lens. However, I'm going to a bunch of different places today, so I did bring the 70-200. I also brought my big low pro bag with several prime lenses in it, and then the big one. So I'm actually going to get some pictures of the bottom of the crater and just some close-ups, you know, around the the edges of it, the sides. So let's see what I can come up with. Okay, so I have a confession to make. This place, while it is quite impressive that it's so huge and preserved, and it's cool to see all the fissures in the sides and the boulders and some of the stuff down at the bottom, like where the astronauts were practicing for some stuff. But it's a little boring visually. It is, I admit it. The curious scientist in me is like, oh, that's really neat. I wonder, how big the actual meteor was. I wonder how fast it was going. I'm sure I can find all this stuff out, by the way, in the brochure that is in my backpack right now. But I'm a little challenged right now creatively to capture this because, it's a whole lot of dirt. It's a whole lot of dirt. It's a big hole in the ground. So I do have my work cut out for me to challenge myself creatively. Sometimes that happens. So they have a really good sized museum here. There's lots of stuff to look at, and then there's lots of stuff to interact with. There's these stations that say impact, and you can create your own crater, and by choosing different sizes and shapes of meteorites. And anyway, pretty cool. It's actually a really nice museum. There's lots of stuff to do and lots of stuff to interact with, which is always fun. Okay, it's time to say goodbye to Meteor Crater. Bye, Meteor Crater.